Good night, morning, afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to the Load Up Tale podcast. I'm your host for this week, Axel, and I'm joined by my two nincompoops, Nincompoop 1, Ivan.
I am nincompoop and also heavily drugged right now.
And Nincompoop 2, Brandon.
Stay hydrated.
For real. Stay hydrated. Hydro homies.
With whiskey.
But anyways, welcome back, everyone. How's y'all's week been?
It's been a week.
Been pretty good. I mean, of course, a little stressful from current events, but
True. Real. But
thanks, Obama.
it's getting better. That's good.
Yeah.
Brandon, how have you been?
It's been a week.
It's been a week. That's good.
Nothing crazy.
Nothing. No Alaska updates for us.
No, it's
no
spring
longer
now.
cold.
Well, it's still cold. It's just it goes from like below freezing to like 48 in like the span of like 4 hours.
I haven't needed a jacket all day today.
Imagine.
Went out there just fucking half naked, just chilling in the sun. It's not, I don't know if you can see it in my camera right now. There's so, well, yeah, that's true. But I have the sunlight, the sun rays, and it's very bright in here. No lights on at all. This is just pure sun.
Nice.
The only thing I have on is my kitchen light. I just forgot to turn that off, but you can barely even tell.
Yeah. Very bright, very no clouds. It is hot now. Actually, let's look at the current temperature.
It's warm.
It is nearly 50 degrees, dude. It's fucking hot.
Yeah, it is.
That's crazy.
To the point now where a bunch of the Amazon drivers are wearing shorts.
Some booty shorts.
No, so they're wearing like long socks and shorts. Then once it gets warm, they just tuck the long socks down.
That's funny. Oh, I guess some good news. And also, I'm just going to say this ahead of time. I'm probably not going to talk as much. This is probably the only time I'm really going to speak because I'm currently dying and heavily drugged.
This man has allergies and he's
I've very bad allergies right now.
Self-inflicted.
What?
Yeah.
I was born with it. I guess that's losing the genetic lottery in that, but
Self-inflicted.
Okay. Because it's warm enough, it's 50 degrees now, which to someone who's not in Alaska is actually hot. It's an equivalent of like, I want to say, well, quote unquote hot. It's like 80 degrees elsewhere, I want to say. That's how it feels like for us.
That's a good comparison.
Yeah, it's like 80 degrees technically for us. So it's nice and warm, hot with the sun rays. Enough so where I finally got rid of my snow tires.
Nice.
So no longer am driving them. I'm using some different summer tires, all seasons or whatever. Funny enough, they're also rated for, like, they're also 3 Mountain Peaks snow rated or whatever. Even though they're not winter tires, I guess off-roading tires, like, by default can be snow tires because they're just good at digging into the snow, I guess. But I'm already realizing that I need all-terrain tires isn't the best on-road, and I can already feel it because, when you normally drive or whatever, especially when you're doing turns and stuff, because most cars have normal on-road tires. It's like when you're turning, it's pretty like, I don't know how to describe it, firm or whatever. Like when you turn, you're not kind of like sway or whatever a little bit. With these all-terrain tires, because they're not meant for the road, really, they're meant for off-roading. It's more, what's the word? I want to say spongy, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know. It definitely feels spongier, especially if you try to hard turn in their car. So I shouldn't be, racing in the car now with these tires, but I can definitely feel a difference between a road tire versus what I have, which is kind of light to medium off-roading tires.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I just thought that was interesting, but I haven't gone off-roading with them yet. So, cause I literally got them on yesterday at the time I was recording. So I would like to test them out. Might do it this weekend.
Very nice.
That's
Very
cool.
nice.
That's cool.
So Ivan was on Reddit. Shocker. So he was on Reddit and he was scrolling through the popular section, like what's hot, like nothing of what he would see normally, like on the For You, and then like the very top stuff. So he was looking at something that was political related, like involving like Elon Musk and all of them. So someone said something in the comments, or left a comment, and it was grammatically incorrect. So
Oh my god.
another commenter was like, not to be a grammar Elon, but
Oh my.
Dude, it's so stupid.
not to be a grammar Elon.
Yeah,
Is that what we come to, people?
Now we're trying to change that phrase to grammar Elon.
It's like the people trying to fight fascism. Yes, we're gonna fight the Nazis who like haven't been around for like almost 100 years now.
Yeah.
No, close like I can't math. They haven't been around for a long time. They're like, we're gonna fight this way of thinking, even though like there's like less than a fraction of people who are claiming to be a part of this group.
I mean, I want to say it started after World War One.
Yeah.
Because that's when Germany went into the biggest depression.
It started after Hitler got rejected from art school.
It all started when I was born.
Both my parents didn't show up for my birth.
Yeah, so I find it so funny. It makes me want to buy a Tesla.
Yeah, right.
Faster. So all the protests, and I just like want to walk in and be like, I would like to buy a Model S, please. or realistically a Model 3, but
I still find it funny how many fucking Teslas there are in Alaska.
Oh, there's so many in Alaska.
And then not to mention, there are so many fucking Cybertrucks too.
Surprisingly, there are a lot of Cybertrucks.
There's like one that's like kitted out with like marine surplus shit.
Yeah.
You would think like
weird.
owning like an electric vehicle in Alaska would be like a detriment, especially in the winter where like the batteries like fucking die a lot faster.
Yeah,
even like
batteries don't like the cold.
There's not even I don't think there's one EV charging station like in Anchorage alone.
In Anchorage, I don't know. I know there's one literally right where we are. There's a Tesla supercharger.
Where?
Three Bears.
Oh yeah. Hold on, let's see where. Was it like what are they called? Supercharge stations?
Well, that one's specifically for Tesla superchargers, but I think. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong.
I know there are regular EV charging stations, but like
no, I know, but I think there's a law or some kind of standard coming out where people who don't have Teslas can start using the Tesla chargers with like an adapter and some different protocols now. I don't know.
Yeah, having like a restriction just based on like the brand of your vehicle is kind of stupid.
Yeah,
it's literally the same fucking thing theoretically.
Apple.
Hey, come on! They did the switch finally to was it?
Yeah, because they were held at gunpoint and be like switch.
Literally, they were.
That's just funny. But yeah, no, I hate proprietary things. As much as I do like Teslas, and I'm not saying that just because I'm like, oh, I want to defend Elon. No, like even before all this shit, like I wanted a Tesla so bad, and I still do because I know they're not the most well-built vehicles at all, and I'm not one of those nuts of like, oh, we gotta save the environment by polluting it, and because mining for the lithium ions is really bad, and
or
also most of our electricity is made by coal.
Or even the fact that like most Teslas like and like their batteries, you can't like deconstruct them, so they're just sitting in lots, like just collecting dust.
Wait, they can't what?
It's something like a component in their engine. Like they can't like break it down and reuse it. It's like a one-time use thing, but they can't really destroy it in a certain way. So like it's just collecting it's collecting up space in like junkyards. It
can't be the batteries. I'm pretty sure batteries are infinitely recyclable.
No. It was a certain component. Like when it gets like totaled or something. It can't like reuse.
I have no idea of that, but that's interesting.
I forget which part it was because I know my dad told me about it because he was talking with one of his because my dad does landscaping and he talks with a lot of the owners of like the properties, and one of them owns a junkyard, and he was talking about like the whole like back left corner or back right corner. It's just filled with these like Tesla like materials that they can't really like destroy or whatnot.
Interesting. I did not know this.
Yeah, he told me this like almost like 2 years ago or something. So this was like pretty early, like not early on, but like before like the hype of Tesla really took off.
Well, no, actually, I mean Tesla. 2 years ago was probably its peak.
Yeah, but that's from what I can remember at least. It was something. It was something to that effect. I don't know if it's that's true or not, but. Teslas are whack, to be honest.
Do you know?
I love me my Teslas.
I was
they're
gonna
funny
say
with the. Their only fun thing is their sentry mode cameras.
Oh, for the TV show. Even then the fucking Wham Bam. Even then Teslas aren't. They're not the best in terms of like smarts or whatever, like in terms of like safety stuff, like their full self-driving.
Well, my thing is
actually bad.
As the only person of the group who's actually been in a Cybertruck.
That's Cybertruck.
So they're very minimalist.
I know. I've been in Teslas before.
Which I hate how minimalist it is.
I do too. I hate the minimalism. Actually, I don't know, because I don't think y'all actually know a whole lot about Teslas, but the old Model S's before the redesign, like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I'm going to say, if you look up a Model S from like anything before 2020, I want to say before the redesign, or when did the redesign happen? I don't even know why I'm asking y'all. I think it was before 2020. I think that was peak Tesla design for the Model S, because they had a vertical screen and they actually had, I don't know about buttons. I'm trying to remember it right now because I'm all doped up, but I don't know. It actually looked nice. It looked luxury. And then now if you look at a modern Model S, it looks like a Model 3 or looks like a Model Y. There's no distinguishing factors. They're all horizontal screens. It's so stupid.
I like the old videos of like people like having like so it was an old Vine where you get into your Uber's vehicle and they're like, "Hey, where do you need to go?" And I need to go to the airport. So like, you know how ridiculously large those screens are in like Teslas. Yeah. So they put like a small like flat screen in like the middle of their car and use it, like pretty much said that was the their thing. And they had it on full blast, like turn left in 100 feet or whatever. That's all I could think about. Is just having a big ass flat screen, like where your inner console is, just like stretched across like the middle. Like that's your fucking screen.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. I have these images I'm going to share with y'all. So this is the old Model S. Like it actually, in my opinion, it was the peak design. It looked really nice. It had that vertical screen. It was fucking huge.
That screen's still too big.
Yeah.
Oh no. I'm not saying it's good for the size, but like everything, even like the dash area, like it actually looks pretty
dash
good.
Size is really good too.
Yeah, and then if you look at, let's say, even a 2020, I think look at this shit. And then this is the new Model S. Sorry, I'm trying to find an actual good photo to show y'all. That's not just like I don't know, I'll just use this one. And then look at this. This is 2022. It might have changed in 2021, but I think
that's the most ugliest fucking thing.
Yeah, they redesigned it.
That's the same. That's the same layout for Cybertrucks. The exact same layout.
Yeah. They have the yoke, and they have that just big ass horizontal screen, and it
I don't
looks
like
stupid.
the wheel. The fucking steering wheel is like what's throwing me off.
Yeah, it's called a yoke.
Ugh.
Yeah, but yeah, just go back and forth from these photos. And if I'm editing this, hopefully Future Ivan remembers to just throw these pictures on screen. But just like look at that. Like it went from the first one that I sent y'all to the second, and I'm just like, where'd the life go?
It never had
Where's
life
the
to begin
lie?
with, bro. Like, what the fuck you mean?
Well, I don't know. I mean, there is something nice about the minimalism thing, but sometimes you can go too far.
I think you're giving them way too much credit, Evan. Just
Yeah. I just think they're neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it got so stupid.
Mm-hmm.
but you know,
No,
it's,
I do still want a Tesla.
But yeah.
Yeah, there's my rant.
Did you guys see the God of War anniversary thing that came out for Ragnarok?
there's a what?
So God of War had I believe its 20th anniversary from like when it first released. So they did a thing in God of War Ragnarok, the most recent God of War title. It wasn't any to my hold on, let me just double check. From what I know is that if you get on the game and use spelling.
Brother doesn't know how to spell three in a two-letter word.
I gotta type in anniversary too. I gotta type in anniversary too.
Oh.
All right, so here it is. The God of War Ragnarok Dark Odyssey collection. So what it entails is that you get a Dark Odyssey armor skin from God of War 2, and it pretty much gets remastered into God of War Ragnarok, while also having new skins for two of the other main characters in the game, and that each weapon has its own weapon skin design.
Mm.
Doesn't add any new fucking levels or things like remaster levels.
Wait,
It's just
skins?
skins.
That's
Yeah,
dumb.
just skins. I mean, they do look nice. Here, I'll send you the link to the page.
I think I'm on the website right now, but that's kind of dumb.
Yeah, like for God of War 2, it just seems a little bit like strange to say the least. Because I know they had the God of War DLC that was free, and you pretty much didn't fight like OG Kratos, but like you had an interaction with them. Like they had like the kit to give you the OG Kratos skin, but they didn't just give it. They gave you this black and gold looking one.
It looks like a Smite mastery skin.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It really does look like that.
I need to go back and finish Ragnarok because I platinumed the 2015 God of War, the one that's the previous to the Ragnarok, and I actually enjoyed that platinum. But fucking, I don't know. I lost interest playing Ragnarok for some reason. Not that it's a bad game. It's just
It's not the same hack and slash.
yeah. You can't even call it a hack and slash. It's an open world-esque type. Find these random ass collectibles, fight these super hard beings that aren't even in-game bosses. Because I believe they're called, in the other one they were called Valkyries, where you fought the Valkyries, and they were actually harder than the end-game bosses. And then that led to the Queen of the Valkyries, and I forget what Ragnarok's like Valkyrie versions are, but I heard those are like 5 times as hard than the regular end game bosses.
Mm-hmm.
So the drive isn't there anymore.
Yeah.
Like I think the last game I platinumed, because I like to like at least like 100% if I can, was was it Astrobot?
Mm-hmm.
You mean Game of the Year Astrobot?
Yeah, Game of the Year.
Yeah.
Totally not paid for. Game of the Year Astrobot.
Well, excluding all the controversies, it was a fun game.
I will give it that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not denying that it seems fun, but they paid for their spot.
Oh yeah, for sure.
There's no way it wins Game of the War. Game of the War.
Game of the
the
War.
Year.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah, fucking. Oh no. It is what it is.
No,
Uh-huh.
I was gonna say. Speaking of Game of the Year, the game that just came out recently.
Which
Oh,
one?
Shadows?
Split Section?
Shadows came out finally.
Yeah. I am very surprised about hearing that there's actually a decent amount of people playing Shadows.
by AAA standards, a decent amount of people. This is horrendous. I'm just saying.
Well, I suppose.
To be fair, AC games haven't been good in a while.
They haven't. They've been being puppeteered ever since like a long time ago, and they've been terrible. Like, just put in perspective, Ivan. Like, this is such a flop that the hold on, I'm trying to remember what it was called. No, I remember what it's called, but it's like a joke game called Yasuke Simulator. Has more people playing that game, or initially played that game, and has more views on Twitch right now than people
That's
watching
funny.
Assassin's Creed Shadows.
That's funny.
Yeah, the joke game. And
Yeah.
for people who don't know, currently, at least at the time of this recording, the all-time peak for Assassin's Creed Shadow on Steam is only 64,000 players. Now, for a AAA Assassin's Creed title, that is horrendous.
That's just Steam.
Yeah,
though.
that's what I'm saying. It's
That's
just
Steam.
mainly
Yeah.
Steam. But I mean, you still have to tell that
I've
still
I've heard the numbers. There was like 2 million people playing this game.
that's not necessarily true. That's, I think it was like a whole bunch of I think the game's like free on something, and that's why it has so many players.
It's already free.
No, it's like I think it's on the Xbox. I think it's like
It's on Game Pass.
I think it's on Game Pass, and that's why it has so many players.
Hold on, I have the Game Pass. I can check right now.
Yeah, go check. It's honestly not that many people actually playing the game, and the game, of course, is dog water, as per usual.
I'm gonna be real. I never liked any of the AC games.
Did you
Get out right now.
Did you at least play the Ezio trilogy?
I played my first and only. Well, my first one was 2,
Oh, okay.
and then I tried playing some like what is it? Unity and Black Flag when they were free for a time, and I don't know. I couldn't get into it then, and I couldn't get into it now. Like, I understand the appeal, but it's like, good memes, but okay game.
I do not see Assassin's Creed Shadows on the Game Pass,
Okay. Well,
so I don't think it's on there.
the game journalists are lying to you. Basically, just don't believe them. Because like game journalists recently have been flip-flopping on what to say. Because in the past, they would be like, oh, don't believe Steam chart numbers. They suck. And then right now, because Assassin's Creed has an over 80% positive review, they're like, oh, look how positive. Look how positive it's on Steam right now, guys. Don't trust other people. Please play the game. Please go try it.
I wonder. Or hold on. Assassin's Creed Shadow. I want to see what their reviews are.
Yeah. It's funny.
Oh, on Steam.
Yeah.
It just has very, very positive at the moment.
Yeah. This game. Yeah.
So I just clicked on like when you click on the reviews, and it'll take you to the review page. So it says most helper reviews in the past day. The first one I see, it says recommended. First one is not as bad as everyone's saying it is, not as great as everyone's saying it is, but you got the money to spare, buy it. If you don't got the money to spare, skip it. And then the
How convincing.
second review I see is a not recommended. So this one says, having played the game to the credits with the ending to the story of a $70 game to be left on a cliffhanger, spoilers, I'm guessing. I'm assuming they can push another expensive DLC is wild in my IMO. Character's name gave a nice hit Assassin's Creed nostalgia, and the gameplay was fun. Stay hidden, but good luck surviving if you get spotted by more than one enemy. Yaska is okay gameplay wise. If you enjoyed Valhalla, probably enjoyed his playstyle. He personally didn't. I had to play with the voices in Japanese as the American voice actors sounded off to me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it was line delivery or translation. Overall, I'd say the game was a 5 out of 10. I would spend $30 on it considering I would spend $30 on it considering it feels incomplete if you are looking for a fun open world game and do not care too much for story. I'd say wait until the game goes on sale.
Basically, it was just like, this game is brain. If you don't have a brain, please play it. Just fucking, you don't like the story? You don't care about the story? No. Yeah, and what they were talking about for the...
You don't like the story? What are you, racist?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, basically what they were saying...
Like inclusion?
For the voice acting, yeah, it was definitely like, there were some like NPCs, if you talk to them, it sounds like some like Timu level, and it's not on the voice actor's fault, just mind you, it's the people who are directing this, you know? And
it's the execution.
Yeah, it's like, it's terrible. It sounds like they sound so robotic and like, it's just bad. It's terrible. And of course, the shield stuff in, of course, modern day gaming with the whole diversity, you know, gay romances and whatnot that you can have as options nowadays. Is of course included in here. And one of the scenes that you can have with Yasuke is like, it's like two male assassins, or not assassins, but two male samurais staring at each other, and the English version is just absolutely terrible. So like like they were saying, the line delivery is horrendous. Also, there's a non-binary option that you can also choose as a romance option. It's weird. And
I don't even think binary was invented fucking
that's what I'm saying.
Time frame.
That's what I'm saying. But no, this is historically accurate, guys, because we're playing the legendary samurai Yasuke, who definitely existed as a samurai. And also it's super insensitive. Like the whole game is like a mess, because like apparently in the game Yasuke is like a chick magnet and is just doing literally everyone, absolutely everyone, because you know that's not racist at all, you know, or stereotypical, you know, that kind of dealing. Anyways, back to the non-binary thing. The romance, there have become an infamous image, which is my background for this week, of Yasuke smiling and staring into the camera, and he looks absolutely blasted.
Wait, really?
Yes.
I haven't seen that photo. I mean, contrary to what people think in the podcast, we can't actually see Axel.
Yeah, no, they can't see me. But if you literally just
we used to be able to until the switcheroo, but now we can, because I can't see your background. Actually, no, before we could never see your background.
No, you can only see me.
Yeah,
but
we only
like,
saw you, I actually haven't seen your background.
If you go literally on YouTube and just type out like anything about Assassin's Creed Shadow, a lot of people have used this thumbnail because it's absolutely so funny to see.
Really? I'm going to look that up right now.
Yeah.
So a little segue while I'm looking this up. So I have a question for y'all. So I don't remember if I talked about this on the podcast. I just say shit. I don't remember what the fuck I say on this podcast.
Is it the Apple thing?
No, it's not the Apple thing. Oh, I could talk about the Apple thing, but I'm not going to, because I'll shit on Apple time. I'll shit on Apple next time, instead of, because I already roasted them this week. So voice acting.
Mm-hmm.
So like I said, I don't know if I said this on the podcast before, but I've taken a liking to this game called The Finals, if y'all remember that.
Oh yeah, I remember that. It's an old game.
No, well, I mean, it came out not too long ago, like maybe a year or two.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's old. It's been a fucking year.
That's pretty
but-
old in like game standards.
like
let's be
game
real.
years.
It's fucking elder standard. Yeah. No. So I've been playing a bit of the finals, and I've only started playing this because one of my YouTuber guys, he made a video talking about the finals, and he's like, "This is like when it first released, it was bad, but." Just like how a lot of games nowadays, the new updates, the people were passionate and they stayed making updates and stuff. And it's actually really good. And he really hopes the player base bounces back because it's really fun. And I can confirm, for one, it's like platinum rated on Proton DB, like for Linux or whatever. It's like Proton level compatibility. But anyway, so that's irrelevant though. I'm just trying to get to the point with the finals is that apparently like most of the lines, or I think at least 100% of the lines of like the announcers and stuff. And I want to say a good bit of the finals is created entirely, for the most part, to my knowledge, AI voice actors.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yes. And I want your all's thoughts on this because I will say, I guess to start this conversation off for the voice acting AI stuff, of course I fucking hate AI, but AI's one actual good use is creativity. That's what it should really be used for, because most of the AIs nowadays are LLMs or large language models.
Yeah.
It's meant for creative English, or not just English, but just language and creative stuff. That's kind of what it's meant for.
See, now I see... if we want to get straight into this, also I posted in chat like an image of what it looks like. The Yasuke face.
This shit.
But to start off that, my stance on AI is that I see it as a tool, and it should only stay as a tool and not something that should replace and or take over things. So like, I'm not a fan of AI voice actors because that takes away, because that's not assisting in anything. That's literally just them just, taking their job from them,
I can see I can see that point. But so if everyone can make AI work like how they did it in the finals, I am okay with it.
See, now let me give another example real quick. Like what I'm fine with, like if it's literally your own voice, right? And no one else's voice that you're using like to generate like clips or lines, right? I'm fine with that because it's in your own game, it's your own voice and not someone else's, and you're not taking someone's job away from them, right?
That's true. Cloning people's voices is different.
That's yeah.
But what I'm trying to get at is apparently like in the finals, like a lot of the voice lines and stuff is entirely made of AI, not just like it cloned someone's voice. I mean, I think they use their own kind of
that's the thing,
generated thing.
There's no such thing as an original AI voice. It's someone else's voice.
No, my guy, you do know how sound is.
Well, it has to be based off someone, regardless for the tones and enunciations. Yeah.
No, it doesn't. It you don't have to train it on that. So I do know how to make AIs. I've never made a voice AI, but I somewhat know how it can be done. And you don't necessarily need to train it on someone's specific talking voice because it's just sounds, propagating a certain way. But what am I trying to get at here? I don't know. It's just the thing that I was just getting at is that so they haven't cloned anyone. They just created these voices or whatever. But I could not tell a difference from them to a normal human. Like it is whatever they did for the AI stuff actually is really fucking good. Because I didn't know they used AI for the voice stuff. And it's not just like boring of like someone took A or whatever. Like they actually like have really good like fluctuations, and like watch a video on the announcers in the finals. It's really fucking good. And apparently it helps with the development of the game because they don't have to schedule a time for someone to create these voices or record these voices and then to come back at a later time to reshoot stuff if they forgot something or if they need more stuff or whatever. But I don't know. I just wanted y'all's opinions, Bryn. And I don't know if you had anything about it.
I don't really care enough, to be honest. It's a fad that'll blow over soon.
For mainstream stuff, yes, but I think in the creative industry stuff like entertainment, I think it's here to stay.
If you need the extra help, if you can't express your ways that you want and this helps you, I say go for it, but don't make it your only means.
Oh yeah, and don't make it a selling point. Not like don't be like this game is entirely made of AI. It's
AI
cool.
made game, yeah.
AI made game, yeah.
It's pretty much it.
And also, to be fair, the people in the industries, like the like you know how there's like the SAG-AFTRA protests or whatever, like the Writers Guild stuff, how people were just like pay writers better, and then you looked at all the shit in the past few years of what actual human writers have been making, and in my back of my mind, I'm kind of just like, I think you deserve less from that. From all the shit that you've been pumping out.
Yeah, but to be fair, it's like AI hurts everyone in the end. Like it hurts the good writers and it hurts the terrible writers. But and I don't think we should punish the good writers for we're doing our best to make a good story, right? And then these shitty writers are using AI to like supplement their garbage, right?
Yeah,
and then just making worse for everyone.
I guess it also boils down to the executives or the people who are actually
the suits
doing the funding of it. Yeah,
that's pretty much everything I have to say on it. It's like, well, it can be used properly and it has been implemented properly in the past. And
I'm serious though. Look up the finals, like
just
voice acting stuff.
Yeah, I'll look more into it.
It's actually really good. Unironically. But okay, I guess to end things off, which funny enough, I know I said I wasn't going to talk a lot, but
you can talk a decent amount, yeah.
Yeah. No, but I guess to round things off, I forgot to add this in the Alaska news. We're all going to die by a volcanic eruption.
This is the good ending outro that we've been adding.
The good ending. Alaska's no more. Volcanic eruption soon. Yeah. So that's a thing. For those of you who don't know, we've been having a lot of earthquakes. Like we've had, like I want to say the ones that I could have felt like at least 4 or 5 in the past 2 weeks or whatever. And usually we have an earthquake that we can feel like once every couple months. And we've had like 5 in the past few weeks.
I felt none of them, to be honest.
Yeah, well, because you don't know what they feel like. But you technically felt one.
I felt one because I wasn't moving, because I'm actually a busy boy and move around.
Yeah. So
I was laying down. It was like 10 o'clock at night. And all of a sudden, I felt like someone was like having rough sex in the apartment above me.
That was also me. I'm kidding. Yeah, we've been having a lot of earthquakes.
Funny enough, after that earthquake happened, you texted me immediately. Like, y'all, you feel that?
Yeah. Because I was also in bed. I was just chilling and just.
Then I texted you like
just
that you having sex,
and I'm just like, oh. Yeah. So it was funny.
Sorry,
we have some volcanic earthquakes happening. This
I didn't even realize there was a volcano like that close to us until like people started talking about it.
Yeah, well, to be fair, we are in the Ring of Fire. So we have a bunch of volcanoes. But this one specifically is Mount Spur volcano.
Sperm. Oh God.
Yeah. I forgot the actual location. I think it's kind of where. Do you know where Point McKenzie is?
Hold on.
I want to say it's around there. Wasilla area. Like if you continue past Wasilla, there's like Point McKenzie, and if you continue the main road, then you'll get to like Willow and then Talkeetna, whatever. Like that's the road to Fairbanks.
No, it's.
I could be wrong.
Yeah, you're completely wrong.
I know it's west of Anchorage, I think.
Yeah, it's directly west of Anchorage.
Yeah.
Breaking news.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I could be wrong, but there has been a lot of earthquakes around
Google
Point
Maps
Mackenzie.
right now. So
Yeah, I just got some breaking news. Holly just messaged me a geological update on the volcano and says it's now. I think it went up a level in warning.
Yeah. She just sent me that stuff too. That's why it reminded me. I'm like, oh yeah, we have volcano here.
Yeah,
But yeah, current aviation color code is yellow, whatever that means. The piss.
it means you can't really. Yeah, that's a no-fly zone area.
yeah, you just can't go near it.
Like we could still take off and land like in and out of Anchorage, but you can't like go in that
What
direction.
if I fly my Elytra past it? Can I do that?
You'll
Yeah, if
get
you have your
hit by a
rockets.
gas.
Damn.
Oh well.
No, but yeah. So maybe one of these days, the volcano will erupt and will be like Pompeii.
Need to buy a new air filter for the cars because that shit will.
Yeah. So I, at least from what I looked up, like I have a PDF of the official Alaska like volcanic preparedness or whatever. I have to double check, but I think so. Of course, they said volcanic ash is for the most part harmless. We don't have to worry about really inhaling it. I mean, it's still not good because people who have like asthma or someone like me probably should wear some kind of mask. We have actually, Holly and I bought gas masks. So if there's a lot of ash, I can just go outside with a gas mask. Even bought one for the dogs, but apparently on Amazon for the past like week, they've been held in Canada because of customs or something. Well, I kind of want to show y'all.
I've been waiting on a package too from Amazon. It hasn't come in. It's predicted to come in April for some reason, or even this week.
No, this one actually says it's delayed due to customs.
Fucking terrorists.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just funny. But yeah, if volcanic ash gets in your car, it can get into your car's filter. So they say you might need to replace it a lot sooner because of it. And but yeah, we're gonna die.
Yep. So with that being said, thank you everybody so much for watching this week's episode of the Load Today podcast. I've been your host, Axel. Be sure to check out all our shit down in the description down below, like always. And y'all have anything else to say before we go?
Barbecue bacon burger.
Barbecue bacon burger.
This is our last episode with Brandon and I. Axel's gonna be the last surviving host.
Yep.
So
I'll just be here in my eternal internet self. Like always. I'll keep it running, boys. Don't you worry.
He can use AI to bring us back.
Yeah, I'll use AI.
Yeah, you'll use AI.
We have enough footage so we can just AI generate your voice.
Oh yeah, we got plenty of footage.
But anyways, we'll see everybody next time.
See you later.
Bye.